I'll have to fix. It
Okay.
won't let me fix Facebook for some reason.
Oh, you had trouble. You had trouble with Facebook last week too, yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook is Facebook. It just does its thing.
If only you had a week to work on it and to see what was wrong with it.
If only.
Sorry.
That's all right. We will just hot link it. All right, we're there. We're there. What up, Phillips?
What is up, guys?
Oh, just another beautiful day.
I hear you. See if my camera works this time. God damn, it did. How about it?
Well, hello, Meltdown.
Hi.
What's that?
I need to.
We're live.
Oh, okay.
Got peoples in the chat.
Is that better? Does that make my life better? It looks good. I think it looks good. I'll be back here. Can you hear? Yeah, does it look good? You can tell me if it doesn't look good. All right, cool.
All right, where the hell's Wild at?
Oh man, so I decided to pick up that Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, yeah?
And you guys play it?
Not yet.
I think it's pretty decent. Honestly, after playing it, I don't really see why there's microtransactions at all because the game kind of gives you everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. That's why I think it's kind of low and dirty. They just put them in there.
Yeah,
Because they're not necessary, but they're like, hey,
well,
if you want,
they know they know somebody's going to spend that money. That's it.
yeah, someone's gonna.
But honestly, the game's pretty good. I didn't play the first one, so I have no frame of reference on that one. But I think it's a pretty decent game. Kind of frustrates me at times, but I still think it's pretty good overall.
If you're able to deal with the frustration, it means you like it.
Right.
Just still putting massive amounts of work into Hodavers too. Massive amounts.
Yeah. I kind of fell off of it. I still enjoy that game from time to time. When are they going to launch the vehicles? Have they said anything about that?
Like the drivable cars, I have no. They've launched the mech suits. Mech suits have been launched for a while.
Yeah, I've played with those, or at least the one that they got.
I have no idea about the vehicles. And then I think they said on the 11th. The 11th sounds right to me. The 11th is when the new War Bond comes out.
Okay.
War Bond,
That's
they
pretty
said,
quick.
they've already talked about like it's all like explosive weapons. Like they have a crossbow that shoots explosive ammo. They have a grenade pistol. They have a rifle like another rifle that shoots like explosive ammo.
Okay.
So I think a lot of the armor is designed to be, help against explosions and stuff. So I'm maxed out on my medals, so I need to spend my medals on something. Just like as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna have everything. Which is probably not true.
Looks like Wild's not going to make it.
Fucking wild. Sorry.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
All set.
Yes.
All right. And here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Griffcast episode 110, the Mature Nerdy Podcast for immature people, the show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comic books, movies, computers, technology, and or science. I am your host and King Neckbeard Griffmore. Welcome to the show. Why can't I nail that when I'm feeling like crap?
Just how it works sometimes.
I was about to applaud you. I mean, you were doing so well. I was like, what's going to go wrong now?
I feel like, so I do apologize. I feel like absolute crap right now, but hey, I'm getting over, like, I got rid of the cold and then it came back. And so I'm like riding this wave on it. And I think it's turning into a respiratory infection. So
Damn.
Ooh.
if there's no show next week, that's what's happened. Everybody have a good Easter.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I know we didn't go public with why we didn't do a show last week, but that's on me. That's my fault. Oh, me, Wild, and Grizz all have kids, so, well, Grizz's kid is grown up.
Yeah. He doesn't want Easter eggs anymore.
Still take the chocolate, though, right?
Yeah, he still takes the chocolate. Yeah. I don't think you ever grow out of that.
I think outside of, trying to get things done and sleeping when I can and all that other crap, I think the only thing I've done this week is try to catch up on some anime. I did go see the new Godzilla movie.
Well, with Kong or -1?
With Kong.
Did y'all see the last episodes of Invincible?
I have not.
I'm watching that right after the show. Right after the show, I'm watching that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Dude, I was kind of like almost shocked that it was the season finale because, like, I feel like not a whole lot has happened. I feel like not a whole lot has happened.
Yeah.
We waited so long for season 2, and Sterling K. Brown's character, like, I thought he was gonna be like the central focus of the season, but like he like made an appearance like here and there, and now like I think all of the finale is probably about him, right? Because I mean, he had that like at the end of the last episode, he was like, "I'm about to go fuck shit up," and I was like, "Yeah."
I won't spoil it. I won't spoil anything. It's
2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like
2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. That's also doesn't the Fallout show start this week?
no clue.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with that.
All right. I think it starts on the 11th. I might be wrong, but
Since we're talking about Amazon shows, continue. You can go.
No, I saw one clip and I was like, no, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't too excited about it. I was like, yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch it.
I'm not excited about it, but it might be worth watching. But it is on Amazon, so the bar is pretty low.
What? I think the bar's pretty high for Amazon shows. We're talking about Amazon shows. They got The Boys, they got Invincible. I was about to say they got Reacher. So that's what I watched. I binged Reacher all in, it was 2 days. I want to say 1 day, but
I'm waiting for season 3. I need season 3.
You need season 3 of Reacher
Yeah.
before you even started, or
Oh no, I'm already
waiting.
I watched season 2 day of.
Yeah. Did they drop all the episodes, or was it week by week? That's why I waited. I thought it was week by week.
It was week by week. It was week by week, but I think I waited till there was like 5 episodes for it, and then I just binged it all.
No, yeah, I waited for them all to come out, and then I forgot about it, and then I was like, oh shit, I need to watch it. So, yeah, man. And then they also got Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan was dope. I hope they teased the Rainbow Six series.
Well, I would like to point out though that we're talking about 5 shows, and they've got like 100.
Okay, when we're talking about the good stuff, we're talking about the nerdy stuff
Terminal List was really good.
The people that are watching this that can appreciate. Oh yeah, the Terminal List. Oh, season 2 that coming out. This is a prequel sequel that looks dope.
Tomorrow War.
All right, Tomorrow War was good.
People hated Tomorrow War, and I don't know why. That movie was good.
Because it was during that time that Chris Pratt was saying that, you know, he was thanking God for his awards and stuff like that, and
yeah,
he was getting backlash for being a Christian.
Yeah, I'm sitting on Chris Pratt, but that movie was good. I remember like everyone's hating it, and I watched it. I watched it like, you know, like watching it 3 times, like with different sets of people. I was like, this movie's good. I don't know why people were bashing it. Had a good plot. Good
I really liked it.
Time travel and shit.
It was a good popcorn movie. That's all. That's all anybody wants. Just a good popcorn movie.
Yep. That's how Godzilla X Kong was. It's a good popcorn flick. It's not something to like gush over, but it's definitely worth watching. And I will say there is one fight scene is the funniest damn thing I've ever seen.
When you're seeing Kong or Godzilla just run like this.
No. I sent Grizz a clip of it. You watch it?
Yeah.
I got to watch some of it, and then we got new Fosters. So yeah, things happened.
Man, Godzilla vs. Kong, that movie was not great.
Not great. It had some good stuff in it, but it was not good.
I didn't find that good stuff. I mean, the movie.
Hey, listen, all we know is
watching the creators just like tear that movie apart. That movie had so many goddamn plot holes. They're just the biggest one was like, we had to take this portal to get to the center of the earth. And we're in the center of the earth, and now they're just like, all right, now we just like take 2 steps, and now we're back on the surface. And I'm just like, wait, what? And they're in the center of the earth, and they got a sun down there. It's daylight. And I'm just like, wait, what?
I'm kind of stuck on the part where like you're pointing out plot holes in a Godzilla and Kong movie.
We're talking about plot holes. They're just blatant plot holes. Okay, I mean, of course you have to, you know, what is it? Suspend disbelief or whatever. Of course, we know Godzilla and Kong are not fictional, non-fictional.
I don't know why they did the underground kingdom thing anyway, but whatever.
Yeah.
oh, they expand on that in Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah, and they're talking about like the funniest thing was like the radiation. They're like, oh yeah, the radiation in the center of the earth, only Kong can survive it. All right, let's go with them. And they're all down there with no suits and anything. And they're like, what's that rock he has? It's a radioactive rock. All right, let's charge it with radioactive power from the center of the planet. All right, cool. And now we're holding as humans, but we're just perfectly fine. And you're just like,
Uh-oh.
what? And then they had this.
So it had a little bit of Michael Bay on it. Is what you're saying?
They had this ship that no one had ever seen before, and like they don't know how it fucking flew and it levitated, and it's like this futuristic spaceship, and they grabbed some dude who's never seen it before. All right, I know how to fly it perfectly. And then at the end, he's like, I've never seen this ship before, but I know how to overload the reactor and make it explode. And I'm like, what? I could do it in 2 minutes. Kong, protect me. And I was like, he doesn't understand what you're saying. You don't know how to do sign.
Oh.
How did that little girl teach him how to do sign and no one noticed, but they had cameras on him 24/7 in a dome? What are we talking about?
What I'm starting to get is that you have taken a lot more from that movie than anybody I know. But
under constant surveillance, but yet this 5-year-old is sneaking in.
Like I'm not going to knock on
to
it.
teach him sign.
like if you're a big guy for like the Godzilla and Kong mythos and you don't know where it fits in the timeline, that's on you, man.
I mean, I did enjoy myself when I saw them smashing each other. I was like, yes.
And all that movie did was
to watch that movie. They want to watch them kick each other's ass. That's it.
That's my biggest problem with this whole like monster universe that they're doing is there's just too many people.
Yeah, let's focus on the people. That was another thing. There, like this dude has a podcast where he talks about his job openly, and then how he plans to like betray them and social engineer them to go in and leak all their documents, and he's just broadcasting it live on the internet week by week, and no one ever catches on.
I mean, you can fly under the rest.
Full security clearance, bud. Right this way, sir.
I got through a lot with this, so.
A movie about giants. Gigantic lizard and a giant monkey supposed to be fighting each other. Let's focus on the people and their problems.
Have you guys seen that Triple H, the wrestler, has been cast as Kratos?
Officially? Did they officially cast him?
I think they did, yeah.
I mean, it was probably a decent choice to do that. I don't know. How old is he?
I have
Is he
several questions.
I mean, he's been. I mean, who hasn't been, advertising to be cast as Kratos? I mean, him. I'm sure The Rock has been doing it. Dave Bautista's been doing it. I know Triple H was pushing hard too. Christopher. Oh my God, I forgot. Christopher Judge was pushing to do it too. I mean, everyone wants to do it. Like, oh, you're actually doing it?
I would kind of get behind Christopher Judge doing it, but he's kind of in bad shape.
I think he's in good shape. His face has probably had a little bit more plastic surgery than it should be able to handle.
Yeah, now he does kind of look Egyptian.
I mean, his body looks fine. Egyptian. Okay, yes, that's fair. I didn't know where you were going with that. I was like, Kratos is an Egyptian? He's never been to Egypt. He's about to go to Egypt and fuck some shit up. He's about to. He ain't been there just yet.
No, but like if we're gonna talk about people who are messed up, Triple H is a pacemaker. Like,
is he really?
Yeah.
When I look at Triple H, I look at his jaw and his facial structure. I think it looks exactly like Kratos.
I mean, I understand that, but like, got a pacemaker. Can he?
I mean, he's just acting.
That's why he can't get in the ring no more.
It's acting, yeah, but he doesn't have to get in the ring. He's not to wrestle and stuff.
I mean, he probably doesn't have to do his own stuff.
Jason Momoa is going for it too. Yeah.
He needs to stay away from that role. Like, I love Momoa, but that's not a role for him.
I got a feeling like Momoa's going to like shave his head and everybody's going to notice, man, he's got really big ears.
And he looks goofy as fuck without a beard.
Yeah, but he'd have at least the goatee the whole time. The goatee, he'd have a goatee.
It also depends on which Kratos they do. Are they going to do like
they've already stated that they're starting with God of War 4. They're starting with the Norse mythology. So I can either take it or leave it, because
that means we're going to get like 30 minutes of a flashback.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a showrunner, I would probably film it that way. I would film it starting with 4, just to give the actor that's Atreus time to age between, what is God of War 4 and what is God of War 5, Ragnarok, to give him time to age. But I think you would still have to air it, God of War 1, 2, and 3, But I mean, they're going after today's demographic. And I think probably the younger crowd. I think it's a younger crowd. So they're starting with the Norse mythology. They're starting with what's relevant today instead of trying to go back to his origin story, which I think
is the one that everybody's familiar with.
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, it should be so bad. Dude, they need to start with Greece and just him going fucking ham on everybody. That's what makes God of War 4 just such a great father-son game. For like everyone that knows Kratos' background and what he used to do and how just brutal and savage he used to be, and as he's teaching Atreus all these life lessons, it just shows you how he's grown, not as a god but as a person, as a parent, as a human, as a just a being.
Yeah.
Just shows you how he's growing, like, and what he came from, man. Because he did some savage ass shit.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking about that earlier today. Like, he's killing the Norse pantheon, like when they're in their height.
Yeah.
And Kratos is probably at the bottom of his power level. He's at the bottom. Because when he was in Greece, dude was a force taking down titans, like 2 and 3 at a time, taking out gods left and right. Dude was a fucking force. And then he's in Norway, and they're just like, "Oh, you've gone soft. You're not that strong." And you're just like,
Just wait.
10 years ago, bud. 15 years ago, she would have been fucking on.
Well, I mean, also, I want to see if they're going to iterate on why he's gray.
You need to touch on that. God, I wish he would have said that to Faye or to Freya when he was explaining that. And I mean, he talked about he murdered them when he was tricked by a god, and he ended up killing them. But I wish you just throw that little jab in there. He'd be like, "Oh, by the way, my skin's not gray. I'm covered in their ashes.
Yeah,
Carry around with me for the rest of my life." Dude went through some shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
She's like, you've had a child before? He's like, yeah, you can see her right now. Her ashes cover my skin.
There's your sister.
I so hope they end up together. If they make another God of War, him and Freya need to
new wife, meet old wife.
I was hoping that's okay. What is it? Valhalla spoilers. I thought that's what they were hinting at when
I still need to play that DLC.
Oh, okay. Because that's one thing that I won't hint on it too much, because they talk about that, and like Mimir's like, "Are you gonna take Freya up on her offer?" And he's like, "No, I don't think so." It's relating to something else, but I was like, "Oh, did she propose marriage?" I was like, "She probably proposed marriage. You should do that. They definitely need to end up together." But that's not what they're talking about.
But, like I was torn on some of those characters in that game. And like, I'm really kind of curious. I'm more curious about the dwarf story than anything else.
Oh yeah, Sindri's fucked up.
Yeah,
he could probably have his own DLC too. Oh, I wonder what he's gonna do. Do you think he's brave enough to try to come after Kratos?
I mean, he's crazy enough. He is crazy enough. Like, I mean, honestly, he could probably have his own like mini game.
I don't think he can carry the weight of a main character. The main
Like
player.
a mini game, like like 8 hours tops, and at the end you fight Kratos and die. What a twist!
That's a twist. But what are you gonna do? Like, all he was doing was like throwing jars of paint at people when like he was the supporting character.
Well, like, he helped make like all of the grand weapons and magic weapons and all that.
Yeah, with Brock's help, but he knows how to make weapons. He doesn't know how to use them. He's not. What's his name from Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, I know how to make swords, but I also train with them 8 hours a day because I have no life, and the one woman I love is not interested in me. Sorry.
Touch grass. All right, so let's. All right, we're 20 minutes of the show. We'll go ahead and jump into this real quick. All right, so apparently the KOTOR remake is alive and well, according to the developer. Yay, I guess, maybe. I need to see a lot more of it before I even say I'm excited about it.
Yeah, until we see like a gameplay trailer or something.
Yeah. Like, all they needed to really do on that was just bring it to modern standards. That's it. It didn't need...
Well, I knew it was going to be a trouble because if you were going to do this like they wanted to, they have to remove the entire role-playing game system.
Yeah.
And they have to rebuild it all.
Which kind of will take away from the identity of the game.
Yeah, and it really just kind of it's the only thing that really kind of dates the game other than the graphics.
Yeah. Diablo 4 news. So they're doing a complete and overhaul patch before this next season, and if it launched in the state that it's going to be in, I think it could have won Game of the Year last year. Well, runner-up to Baldur's Gate. But like I hopped onto the public test realm for it, and it is so good. It's so good.
I think it's a bold statement. I mean, you're already saying Diablo 4 is pretty solid.
For me, it was solid for me, but now it's even better.
I feel like because you like that game and that franchise so much, you would have been pretty critical when it still launched.
Like it didn't launch perfect, but it was enjoyable enough for me. It didn't have the amount of content that I would have liked, but with those type of games, I am very well aware that I am going to be spending time redoing the same content 400 or 500 times. Let's see. Apparently, Discord's getting ready to start advertising if they haven't already.
Oh, what? Before you can send a message in this server, watch an ad.
Like, yeah, where's it
Now,
going
maybe
to be?
you're playing a video game or something, and like all of a sudden you can't talk to anybody. They're just like showing you the taco, like letting you listen to a Taco Bell jingle. Like, we know you're trying to survive, but here at Taco Bell,
we'll be in the middle of this podcast talking about something, and all of a sudden, like an advertisement for IKEA just starts going through. Everyone here is like in the background, like in the background, gently try to talk over it.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if that is only going to happen to people who aren't subscribed to Nitro.
Ooh, I mean,
I subscribe because of the podcast, because like it allows me to like put up higher quality videos.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I'm sure if you don't pay for Nitro, you're the prime target. And if you do pay for Nitro, I would be extremely salty if I got smacked for that ad.
Let's see. All right, so you brought this up with this article of 73% of total recorded playtime is on live service games. I get it.
okay. What fills the gap between one God of War and the next for most people?
A live service
go
game.
to their MMO, their Diablo, their.
I'm starting to think that
Borderlands.
most people are like me, where it's I play this one game, and when I hit a certain point, I'll take a break and go catch up on my shows. I'll go catch up on, whatever single player games I haven't been able to play or something like that.
I think it's tough to define what is live service or not, because so when we think about like live service, we're talking about like Destiny and Diablo. That's releasing I guess more missions and content and stuff like that.
Fortnite, Call of Duty.
So that's what I was gonna say. Fortnite and Call of Duty. Do those just because they're multiplayer games?
They're live service.
They're considered live service because they have seasons and they release I guess different weapons and different. Yeah, but you're still playing on the same maps, doing the exact same thing. It's just battle royale. It's just we got different skins. We got different skins and different title cards you can unlock and stuff like that. So
it's a broad
still releasing
spectrum.
new content.
Like League of Legends is still technically a live service game.
And that's what a lot of people.
I think you can qualify live service pretty simply. Can you earn everything and be done? If the answer is no, then it's a live service.
I was saying, I could do that in Diablo, and then I take a break, and then I do it again in 3 months.
But I mean, that still holds up. You can't get to a point where you can 100% everything. I mean, sure, you 100% it, but you only do that for some time.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 100% of God of War, and that's not going to change until the next title release.
I mean, I played the crap out of Dark Tide, but like even I've taken a break to play other things.
And Dark Tide would have fallen underneath live service.
Yeah.
It's more or less like everybody has their one game. Well, a lot of people have their one game that this is where I'm going to spend the majority of my playtime, and I will take a break to go do something else. One thing I thought was kind of interesting is, did we talk about it? No, we didn't. So like Final Fantasy 14 is delaying their next expansion for a week so that people have time to play the Elden Ring DLC. Because they're like,
I want to delay it a little longer than a week, but that's good on them.
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, at least they're thinking about it.
Well, they should consider it for sure.
Is the Elden Ring DLC, is that free? And is Final Fantasy 14's DLC free as well?
No.
So
The Final Fantasy 14 one is an expansion. So it's another hundreds of hours of gameplay.
Yeah, but it's also paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the DLC for Elden Ring is also paid too.
Yeah.
And it's tough. Yeah. You probably have to go wait more than a week because, a lot of gamers probably won't be able to justify paying for the Elden Ring DLC and then turn around the next week and probably having to pay for Final Fantasy 14, especially if they haven't gotten through the Elden Ring DLC.
Well, I mean, you're talking about
2 or 3 times.
You don't have a very large overlap between the two. Like you've got people that are hyped for one and are like, "Oh, this is really cool," but you're not going to have like 2 mega fans of both. I don't think, except in some very rare cases.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Also true.
I'd say the overlap is a little bit higher than you think just because of how successful Elden Ring was. But people who are waiting for the Final Fantasy 14 expansion have already bought it. So Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO. And most people, when you play an MMO, you play the shit out of your MMO. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars, all of them. You play them for hundreds of hours a month.
Now, would MMOs fall under live service?
Yes.
Because they continuously
Would assume so, yeah.
content?
Yeah, the only thing about this that I'm kind of worried about is that they include phone games as well, because name me a phone game that's not live service.
Very true. They probably do. Candy Crush is just probably like 50% of that number. Yeah, 50% of that 73%. Just Candy Crush.
Candy Crush and CSGO.
Let's go. CSGO would be considered live service? I thought it was considered multiplayer. I mean, I guess sure they release expansions. Like it's like how I look at it. Like Call of Duty back in the day. Like they were releasing map packs, but you wouldn't really consider that live service. It's just something additional you could get if you really wanted to. I guess you kind of say that thing about any live service game.
I could see where you're having there is a gray line, like
is the
Halo, like Halo 1, 2, and 3 multiplayer was not live service. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was online multiplayer, but that wasn't live service because it wasn't a cycle. Most live service games have a cycle to them. Or events, or paid content constantly releasing.
It's so weird because I feel like the majority of gamers they aren't happy with live service. They still feel like it's a scam, it's a gimmick.
A lot of it is, but a lot of people also, like me personally, like I love having a time sync. Yeah,
having a time sync is good. And I guess it varies it up enough. So like I was gonna say, like if you're comparing like Warzone to like God of War, you can play through God of War 2 or 3 times and you still get over it, but that's like 60 hours. I say I'll round that out to 60 hours, 20 hours per gameplay, right? And can sit there and play Call of Duty, and Call of Duty keeps track of your time, and some people are in the fucking weeks, if not even months, of Call of Duty playtime of just being online, and just so like, I'm sure there's probably more people that play. I'll say that it's probably single player games probably get bought more. Probably have the wider touch of gamers.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the same amount of play hours.
No.
Because of the
because you play the game and you get done and you might play it again, or you might just go, that was really good, and put it down. And that's it.
When you play through it once or twice, get through the first campaign, get through New Game Plus, kind of just goes to the side.
But here's the part that I find interesting is single player story games are everyone's favorite game, but live service is where the companies make their profit.
That's why they push them so much.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to see some of the failures, like I lost both of their names right now. Skull and Bones killed the Justice League.
Yep. Battleborn.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You don't even remember that game.
I've only heard you mention it. I don't think I've only heard you and Grizz mention it. I've just never tracking it like in any other source ever.
Oh, it was so fun.
Mm-hmm. It was. Imagine if Overwatch was good and also had MOBA aspects to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was fun, and every character in it was interesting. It was a hero shooter, just like Overwatch, but it also had a campaign, so you could take every character through the campaign.
And they had like 30 some characters that you had, but you only started with like 10 or less. But you could unlock every one of them. You didn't have to pay money. You didn't have to buy their special little bits. You just had to do certain achievements and you unlock the next one.
Buy the season pass and you'll get this character and 4 of their skins.
Yeah, and none of that shit.
And then you can work up the XP to try and get a chance to buy the more skins that this character has.
And that's another thing that was great about Battleborn is every character had like 3 to 5 skins that you could unlock in game. Like they had a couple of paid DLC skins at the end, but I'm just waiting for somebody to privatize that and put it on a private server. Like that needs to happen. And,
yes. God, yes.
What was it? 2K just bought Gearbox back?
Take-Two.
Oh, they did.
Take-Two, yeah. So yeah, Take-Two just bought Gearbox back. So maybe the next Borderlands, they already said that they're working on the next Borderlands. So maybe it'll actually be worth playing.
Did Take-Two originally own Borderlands?
I think so.
I had no idea.
No, now you got me questioning reality.
I mean, you want a good Borderlands. I want them to finish the, what was it? The Darksiders storyline they had in the first 2 games. Jesus. It's taking them this long to continue the Space Marine story.
Nope.
Let's see. Looking. Yes, gotta verify my age.
We have to verify
What
your
side are you on?
age. Yeah.
I'm on Steam.
Well, okay. That's fair. I guess that's fair. I thought you'd just be Googling this shit.
What part of Steam?
I just brought up
Are you on
Borderlands.
visual novel Steam?
Yeah, if you have to go to like the store page for the game, and it will age verify.
Yeah. That's what I
The part
did.
of Steam where you log in, it's like Griffcast.
I won't go there while I'm in chat. Let's see. It actually doesn't say. Oh, wait, here we go. Developer Gearbox, Aspire.
It's developer, but not publisher.
Publisher was 2K.
2K or Take Two, because those are two different massive companies.
2K was the publisher for Borderlands 1, 2. And Aspire remapped it for Mac and Linux. Did they do it for
2K.
Borderlands 1, 2?
And 2K also had Borderlands 2.
Yep.
And Borderlands 3 was 2K as well.
And yeah, Take-Two just bought Gearbox. So who knows? Maybe we'll finally get another good Borderlands game, because it hasn't been good since 2. Borderlands 3 had some of the better gameplay, but I just fucked that all up. Yeah, screw it. That works. Yeah, Borderlands 2 had some of the better gameplay, but Borderlands 3 had the better gameplay, but the story was absolute trash. And where'd Grizz go?
My dog's making some noise. I don't want you guys to hear it too.
Ah,
So you turn the camera off?
you had to get up and walk away.
It's fine. Yeah. It's funny because my
I
dog
don't want
is
you guys to see me like jumping up in my my shorts or whatever. So
my dog is actually making some noise right now too, and don't know why.
Let's see. Something else I found interesting is the FTC has shut down Sony's facial recognition program, because Sony was trying to make it so that to play a mature game, you had to use facial recognition, and also they would use facial recognition to, find people who are scamming and cheating and things like that. And the FTC has shut it down.
well, I mean, they're now you don't have to worry about our social credit score
Yeah, yet.
yet.
All right, and this last one, for technology-wise, a group at Aston University have figured out how to increase internet speeds by 1.2 million % using the existing fiber optic infrastructure. Because apparently they found an entire couple of lanes that just weren't being used within fiber optics, and they found out how to optimize them. And they're talking about being able to download 100 gigabytes in 2 seconds.
That sounds pretty significant.
Yep. And the way they're doing it, they don't have to change any infrastructure to do it. It's already established. So everywhere there's fiber optics, this can take effect there. I mean, once that goes live, nobody can blame their ping anymore.
Oh, except for the guy who doesn't have fiber.
Yeah. But we'll see if it actually gets utilized. There's a lot of data processing sites and things like that have to pre-approve and all that. What you got?
Can you start over? I was taking care of a message, so I was not paying attention.
All right.
But I heard fiber optics and can't blame ping.
So a group at Ashton College has figured out how to improve fiber optic infrastructure by 1.2 million %.
Oh, that is that's actually not that much.
Not much.
That's fucking light speed. What?
Yeah, they're
That's nuts.
they're talking about being able to download 100 gigabyte game in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000,000%. That sounds like you could download I don't know what's
the
beyond
internet?
petabytes and beyond zettabytes, but you could do that like in seconds. That's
I would. So, like, the other question is could hardware handle that speed?
hell no. Not yet. Not yet. Anyway.
Yeah. Because like we're just now starting to a point to where hardware is.
Let that update go through and give it 6 months. Then hardware will be able to handle it.
Also, that's fair. That is
You
fair.
could download a game and just blow up your computer.
You spend all the way for your computer to just say, I give up, right? Just like spit the hard drive out. You, screw it. No more. Done.
Why is my console on fire?
But I mean, most M.2s right now, like if you have fourth gen M.2, you're at least doing 7 gigs. You know, it has write speeds of like write and read speeds of like 7 gigs per second.
Yeah, and they're being
Gen 5 is at like 15. Gen 5 is at like 15 gigs per second. I'm like, I need that in my life. But whether it actually goes that
Let
fast,
this update go through, though. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like, would they let this?
Yeah,
happen?
who knows? That's the question. Is like, would the established ISPs shut it down for monopolizing the market for that?
well, it's already saying using existing.
Yes, it's using. Yeah, but most
Using
ISPs
existing
are not providing fiber.
Correct. So they run fiber on their backbone, and like in through the neighborhoods and everything. But like once you get your like the junction boxes and like the hubs, they're like actually in your neighborhood. You know, the big green boxes that you see everywhere and stuff. Some of them might be underground. It doesn't matter. They're not running fiber. I mean, some cable companies now are like Verizon was one of the first ones to do it. That's what FiOS is, fiber optics, FiOS, and they were running fiber to your door. You know, to your door, to your modem. Like you had to have a special modem, like put in your like garage or basement or wherever, crawl space, and then that's where they ran the fiber. So then from your house, it's whatever you had in your house. And there was fiber after that. But like Comcast and other like Cox, they don't do that. They still run copper everywhere. Mm-hmm. Lovely, because they're still like, oh, we're on a fiber optic network. I'm like, yes, you have fiber in your network at some place, but you don't run fiber to your customers.
Yeah,
It's lies. It's dirty fucking lies. See, slip of the tongue, man. It's just slip of the tongue, playing with words, wordplay. Like, well, I'm also solar powered, okay? As a human being, I'm solar powered. Because I eat plants.
I'm not.
At some point. Jesus Christ.
what's the sun?
What is the sun? I don't know.
A ball of fire that hurts me.
It might not exist after tomorrow. We don't know. It might go
Oh
away
yeah,
permanently.
yeah. We got the eclipse tomorrow.
It's only 90% here. Got my glasses ready to go.
You're smart. I'm thinking about that.
I ordered them yesterday too. I probably paid a little bit more than I should have, but Amazon was like, "Here, will you get them tomorrow?" I was like,
I'm gonna laugh if they show up during the eclipse.
No, I already got them.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
Yeah, I got them. I ordered them yesterday. They were here this morning. I was like, Amazon. This is what I pay for Prime.
Yep. So we will go ahead and wrap it up there. So thank you all for coming and watching, and we will catch you next week as long as the world does not end. Bye.